Harry's wife. They want an apology. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. The Sunday Times, in an article by Roya Nikahar, tells us Harry and Harry's wife want a royal summit and an apology. This, of course, is demonstrative of the sense of entitlement that Harry's wife has and the fact that she has perpetual victim status. She does not realise that she is the troublemaker. Where she causes a problem for other people, her mid-range narcissism tells her that they deserved it, that it was justified that she didn't speak to that person or shouted at them or told them off or ignored them because they brought it on themselves because of A, B, C, D, etc. It's never her fault. Mid-range narcissists in particular want apologies. They believe that they're being hard done to. They believe that they're being picked on. They believe that they're being bullied, that they're being ostracised, and that you are the perpetrator, that you have done wrong to them, and in the circumstances it's only appropriate that you must apologise. And it's no surprise to find that Harry's wife wants that apology. The article tells us, it is like living through a soap opera where everyone else views you as entertainment, the Duke of Sussex said about life in the royal family during 6 hours of prime-time Kardashian-style Netflix access into Harry and Harry's wife's world of truth, in inverted commas. It is now clear that theirs is a soap opera the royal family want no part in. Last year, in the aftermath of the couple's interview with Oprah Winfrey, or soap opera, as the palace dubbed it, Queen Elizabeth issued her masterstroke statement that some recollections may vary, when the royal family stood accused of racism and callous disregard for the couple's mental health, false accusations, revision of history, provocation. This time, the silence from Buckingham Palace and Kensington Palace is deafening. This, of course, is the application of a no-contact response to the behaviours of Ginge and Whinge. The royal family's actions speak for themselves. The king danced the afternoon away on Friday at a Jewish community centre in North London. On Thursday, hours after the Sussex's second round of hand grenades, the Windsor clan was out in force at Westminster Abbey for the Princess of Wales's carol service, dedicated to the values and legacy of the late Queen. Naturally, that will have wounded Harry's wife because all eyes will have been on the nemesis. Prince William read an extract from their grandmother's 2012 Christmas message on the spirit of togetherness. Need he say more? But Harry and Harry's wife do want more. It can be revealed today that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex want to sit down with the royal family for a meeting to address their issues after their damning 6-hour Netflix series, which involved relentless criticism of the monarchy. You see, what has happened here is that Harry's wife has utilised the docuseries for the settling of scores. We saw this, of course, when she engaged in this behaviour through archetypes, which was a personal vendetta against all of those individuals that had described Harry's wife as particular things, and therefore she took it upon herself to try and straighten things out by each week's boring episode being about a perceived slight that she had suffered. It became transparently clear that was what she was up to. This continues with the docuseries. Basically, it's being done because Harry's wife needs this. I need you to respond to what I'm saying. I need you to respond to what I'm doing. I need you to respond to what I've said about you. You better respond. You better respond. You better respond. I'm stamping my cloven hoof until you do so. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. And from way across the ocean, she engages in a little tantrum, desperate, absolutely desperate, to get the royal family to respond. What does she receive? This. Silence. The very thing that the narcissist cannot stand. No fuel, no recognition, no response, no reaction. This infuriates her. They should be responding to me. Why aren't they responding to me? I've been provoking and telling things about them that they should respond, they should respond, they should respond. But expertly advised, the royal family have not done so. They have given silence. I'd encourage you to watch my video, What Silence Does to the Narcissist, to understand more about the impact this has upon Harry's wife. But because she has not got the response that her narcissism craves, her narcissism cannot let it lie there. It means, therefore, that she needs that sit-down for a meeting to address the issues. You've not responded to my provocations in my docuseries. That's what her narcissism would be saying if it had a voice. And I need you to respond. So now I'm going to demand that we have a sit-down. Returning to the article, the couple feel the royal family has shown double standards. Well, of course they would do, although, of course, Harry's wife is completely blinded to her own double standards. The couple feel the royal family has shown double standards by instigating a reconciliation meeting between Ngozi Fulani, the charity boss, and Lady Susan Hussein, a former lady-in-waiting to Queen Elizabeth. The latter made unacceptable and deeply regrettable comments about Fulani's heritage last month, and Hussein offered her sincere apologies at last week's meetings. Of course, the royal family have done this because they're focused on ensuring that there are no race relation issues, and leaving aside, of course, the race baiting that went on with all of that. The stance of the royal family there has been, that was a regrettable and unfortunate incident, let's put it out and let's deal with it. And they accept that the incident occurred and that it was problematic. Of course, Harry's wife will be there thinking, if they can do that for her, why aren't they doing it for me? The short answer is this: because the royal family doesn't accept that what she complains about actually occurred. Recollections may vary. And in essence, they've thought to themselves, not only do we not accept the complaints that you've been putting forward about us and our conduct, because we simply don't recognise that as what went on, we are also sick and tired of the way that you have behaved. We're also sick and tired of the way that you've gone about trying to address these issues. And in effect, you've forfeited any right for a sit-down with us. The royal family saw the value in reconciling matters relating to Lady Susan Hussein and Ngozi Fulani, or Marlene, as she's better known. When it comes to Harry's wife, she essentially has moaned and whinged and caused so many problems that it's essentially, we're not even going to bother with that anymore, because all that will happen is, even if we did try and resolve it with you, you'll throw it back in our face because that's what you do. The article continues. A source close to the Sussexes said, nothing like that was ever done when Harry and Harry's wife raised various concerns. No meeting, formal apology, or taking responsibility or accountability. That is hard to swallow. 100% yes, they'd like to have a meeting. Meanwhile, the Sunday Times understands that Harry's autobiography, Spare, which was published on January the 10th, includes claims about the monarchy that are more incendiary than those made in the Netflix series. They are keen for a meeting and reconciliation with the royal family before the coronation next May, which they are expected to attend. A senior palace source said if they want to get in touch with the king, they know where he lives. Again, a dismissive response to Harry and Harry's wife, showing the contempt within which they are viewed by the reigning monarch. Friends of the Prince of Wales, who came under heavy fire in the Netflix series, said he had no plans to speak to his brother. Things have been very strained for a while, said a friend. There is a sadness at where things currently are with his brother, and there's a memoir coming. Another close friend of Prince William said, the whole thing is mad. It is understood that the royal family in Buckingham Palace have no plans to respond to the Sussexes' claims in the Netflix series or to arrange a meeting with the couple. Again, that is following the stance following excellent advice. A courtier said of Harry's criticism of the monarchy in the series and his forthcoming book, that is Harry's decision. He's taken one decision, we're taking another. Asked why the royal family stayed silent last week, a courtier says, we are deliberately keen to send a message by being voiceless. Our duty is to get on with the job. It isn't to respond. And again, that is the most appropriate thing to do when dealing with the narcissist, is to get on with your life and not allow the narcissist to impinge on it any further, not least, of course, by responding. The strategy of silence, the article continues, has been heard loud and clear around the world. Even the American TV news anchor, Gayle King, a close friend of the Sussexes, agrees with the approach. That would seem the right track to take from the palace. Just have no comment, she said on her morning show last week. A friend of the royal family adds, they are right to rise above it. and concentrate on demonstrating that service and duty matter. Let the trivialities, pettiness, and contradictions speak for themselves. Indeed, this is adopting the policy of give them enough rope. Watch my video of that name to understand more about what that all means. Accordingly, this is all demonstrative of ensuring that it demonstrates that the right approach is to provide them with the silence, and how this is problematic for Harry's wife. It wounds her, and it isn't giving her what she wants. It's affecting her need for control, and she expected that the content of the Netflix docuseries would essentially give her her own way, and she's been outmaneuvered again by the palace. And therefore that is why she's now demanding that there be this meeting, which is part of her seeking to assert control over the palace by demanding this apology. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.